For many years now, the business model supporting traditional media has been shifting radically. Some would say even melting down completely. New Mexico has certainly not been immune to that, and we've seen legacy papers like the Albuquerque Tribune disappear, and new startups come and go. Bloggers have often sought to fill that void, and sometimes those blogs are run by journalists, sometimes by partisan advocates. You never know. We wanted to take advantage of a great line panel of media folks we have here this week to take a step back and look at media in New Mexico for a few minutes. Joining us is Steve Terrell with the Santa Fe New Mexican. Also joining us on the line, we have another media veteran, Sherry Robinson with New Mexico News Services. Coming back to the line table from the Albuquerque Journal is Dan Boyd. And we welcome back as well Rachel Sams, Editor-in-Chief of the Albuquerque Business First. Rachel, your paper, Albuquerque Business First, as I just mentioned, is part of a much larger corporate identity and entity based in North Carolina. But over the last couple of years, the paper has changed its name and recently came up with a relaunch. And I have to imagine this is after a lot of discussion by you and the home office folks about how to be more attuned and active and engaged with your business readers here in the market. So what were you talking about, how to make your paper more relevant in today's times?
Definitely. Well, we've been really working hard to step up our game as far as breaking more news online, bringing it to people right away. And then
by the way, I can't live without your afternoon email.
Awesome.
I gotta have it. I gotta have it.
That's what we love to hear. That's what we love to hear. And then with our weekly edition, our goal is to just bring it all together with more perspective and analysis for when you have the time to sit down with your tablet, sit down and open up the paper. And the relaunch is really geared toward making sure people know all that we offer, that we're trying to reach them in every way that they want to be reached, that we're part of all those channels. Our parent company, American City Business Journals, actually worked with a really cool designer, Mario Garcia, to try and just think about all of the ways that people consume news now and design a product that would show off all of those avenues.
Absolutely. You know, you were out at the Gallup Independent for this past session. Sherry, you've worked with a number of small papers around the state. I think you have an intimate knowledge of what's going on and rising and falling out there. Is there a model out there that you can see that is helpful for sustainability issues for small papers in New Mexico? Is something working that you can point to that you say that's the model?
You know, they don't have the same kind of sustainability issues. I mean, the little community newspapers are actually alive and well and you know, doing pretty well. I mean, they watch the bottom line very carefully. They have websites, but, you know, they're basically still doing what they were doing, and, you know, which makes me think, well, you know, the buggy whip factory is still needed somewhere, you know.
But it counts. Because, Steve, everyone takes their information in different ways. Some of us like a mobile thing, we like our phones, we like a newspaper, we like paper. It really depends. But again, for a small newspaper, it's hard to get into fancy stuff like being mobile ready, because that costs money. It may not necessarily have a payoff in a smaller community as well. So what do you see out there for what's working for small papers in New Mexico?
Well, I work for one of the larger ones, so
that's true.
But yeah, you just got to serve your community is the main thing, and if you get online, you're basically serving everybody in the world.
Sure, Dan. I mean, you also work for a big paper, not quite. You know, you're largest in the state, we should just say. But we've all worked for smaller, bigger operations through the course of our careers. Sometimes smaller papers can be a blast to work for because you can just really get into the community. Right? You can just really get underneath it, which is a frustration you have at the Journal. Sometimes
I worked at a smaller paper in Idaho before coming to New Mexico, and it is much more. You have to be kind of a jack of all trade, you know, and covering courts one day and then the you know, sports a game the next night. And so, I mean, I think there always is and still is a strong demand for news. It's kind of the question of how that's presented and how to evolve, you know, and how to get that to people, you know. And now I think with some of the new technology, it's, you know, I don't know if we've figured it all out yet, but I think that underlying demand is still very much there.
Sure. One discussion I know is being actively discussed, Rachel, is paywalls. Some papers have them, some don't. Some have had success, some have had, you know, still kind of getting there. You guys have had a paywall in the past, and you still do. And asking for a smaller paper, however, that can be a difficulty. Asking for a paywall for a news site. Is that something in your mind, you just got to have it free and accessible? Just forget the paywall if you're a smaller paper. Would you agree with that? Is that the best way to go?
You know, there are a lot of challenges with it. I think the biggest challenge is just convincing people of your value and then having different ways to get your news out there. If you do have a paywall for your premium content, maybe there's other things that you put online. I've I've seen some interesting stuff with small community papers really attacking Facebook, really getting up there, getting a big presence, getting their content out that way. There are some interesting things going on out there.
I saw you react a little bit, Dan, to that question I asked Rachel. You were kind of thinking about that yourself.
Well, I mean, I think it's, people almost assume that they can get news for free, but then it's kind of the, if someone needs to get paid to go out and collect it and
That's right.
pay the salary. So I think that is, I don't know if I know the answer, but I think a paywall or some kind of a, almost like an iTunes model, paying for a story, something like that. I mean, I think for the younger generation, this expectation to get news for free, isn't necessarily realistic.
It's a dilemma, isn't it? It's very tricky, and we can all reach back to when this all started. Maybe we should have all had a paywall and all gotten used to it, but it didn't happen that way, Steve. So,
Making money off the web is the biggest problem the journalism has, I think, as far as business goes.
Yeah. Would you pay a paywall if you wanted to track a smaller paper here in New Mexico? Was that something you would find valuable to you to be able to do that?
I might. It depends on what story and what issue I was following. Or I wouldn't necessarily pay to read about everything going on in Alamogordo or whatever. But
Would you pay to read Sherry Robinson?
oh yeah, I'd pay for Sherry.
I'd pay to read Sherry Robinson. I would do that. Yeah. What's your thought on paywalls in small papers? Is it viable way to make money?
For Gallup, their paywall is very strict. They don't offer anything. And one of the things that happens is that Gallup is a pretty newsy place, and it's a place where kind of amazing things happen. I'm not sure why, and their photographs and their stories were just getting stolen by television. Their photographs were appearing on TV at night with no credit.
Really?
And so they put up a very strict paywall. You can't get anything without putting your nickel in the slot. And not only that, but the publisher has gone after some of the TV stations. He has sued them over the use of their material.
Sure.
And so I think for the little papers, it's an issue, and they all have something up. I remember back when I was working for the dearly departed Tribune, and we put everything out there, and I was saying at the time, aren't we giving away the farm here?
Right.
And
it was a dilemma at the time.
yeah, and because I think everybody started that way and then decided, well,
That's right.
maybe we need to think
Well, the other part
about
of it too was across the hall. The other paper was putting up a paywall, and things don't happen in a vacuum. So you know what I mean? It's just was difficult. Thank you all for this. It's an interesting subject. We've had some losses, but I appreciate the fact, Sherry Robinson, that you said small papers here are actually doing well. That's a good note to end on. We should all be appreciative of that. So thank you all very much. Appreciate it. As always, all of us here at New Mexico in Focus appreciate your time and your effort to stay informed and engaged. Catch up with us anytime on social media by searching New Mexico in Focus, and you can find archived interviews and bonus material from our shows on our YouTube channel and at newmexicoinfocus.org. We'll see you next week in Focus.